theme music for the podcast. We don't actually have any theme music, so someone will probably make one up for us. I don't want to name any. Rachel. I hope it's Rachel that does that for the podcast.
Ben, do like a dramatic radio voice guy saying that we're coming live from San Diego Comic-Con.
And now, coming to you live from San Diego Comic-Con, 2 Irish guys, 2 pints of water, and a whole load of shite. Shite? Am I reading that right? Shite.
Yeah, that's right.
We're back in the tiny room!
Back in the tiny room! We're not at San Diego Comic-Con, we're in South Dublin County Council.
We're in South Dublin County, we're not in the County Council.
No, we were at the County Council building, but the security guard chased us away and we shouted Gonzo Filmmakers and then escaped.
Then Mick ended up in hospital for 2 months, so we're coming to you from the future.
Ooh. Ben!
Yes.
Happy Nerd Christmas.
Happy Nerd Christmas. Salutations.
Well, I suppose, look, this is going to be jam-packed. We're not going to have that much of a theme this week, are we?
We don't have it. Well, we have one theme this week.
We have a legion of themes.
See
what I've done there?
I saw what you did. Legion. No, never mind.
That was off the cuff.
We let it be natural.
That's
all you.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
plan
all
that.
you.
I didn't plan that.
My
Let's just get into it. Let's talk about San Diego Comic-Con. It's Nerd Christmas. It's the biggest weekend of the year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. If you like spending time at your computer and not with real people.
Yeah, well, that was the problem. I was with real people all weekend and just catching bits and pieces of this on bad Wi-Fi.
No, it's not good.
So I saw bits of trailers like in 30 seconds increments when they load. So let's go. Let's start.
Let's begin.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Before we begin, I've come up with a system.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about the things, and then we're gonna rate them. We're gonna rate the things.
Misheard that.
Yeah, good. We're going to rate...
Rate, R-A-T-E.
We're going to rate the things based on 3 categories. Mm-hmm. And the categories are how excited we are about something.
Okay.
How apprehensive we are about something.
Okay.
And how much we kind of don't care.
I'm not saying 3 Ks, but still.
You've set up a bit.
I'm okay.
That was a good bit.
I'm okay.
Was that off the cuff as well? Yeah, some good off the cuff bits. So I was thinking, for our excited, we'd give it on a scale of 1 to 5 Chris Hemsworths.
1 to 5 Hemsworths.
Yes.
Is that the Victorian Hemsworthian module, or is it the...
No, Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth. Oh, it's not Hemsworth. It's not Victorian.
When we're editing the video, I'm just going to use his face, like five.
Oh, excellent!
Yeah, you see what I mean? Yeah, right.
Okay, I'm on board.
And then, so that will be excited. For apprehensives, we'll use Kate Blanchett.
But I'm not apprehensive towards.
Yeah, but she's scary and evil.
Oh,
now.
Okay. We're using her for her character, not her performance. Okay.
She's scary. Unless you can think of something you're apprehensive about. Henry Cavill.
Yeah, in anything. Anything Henry Cavill is in.
Oh, it's Cavill?
I don't know. Cavill. You say Cavill. I'll say Cavill. And we'll meet back here when he writes us a letter.
So, okay, we'll use Henry. We'll use Chris for excited. I'm going to write this down.
I will use sad Henry for... Can we use sad... Can we use
Sad Fleck?
We can use sad Fleck.
Sad Fleck.
Yeah, definitely.
So sad Affleck for apprehensive, and then for just don't care, we'll use Jeremy Renner.
Poor Hawkeye.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Actually, no, nothing Hawkeye, because it's just Hawkeye.
Jeremy Renner. Excellent.
Jeremy Renner, okay.
So let's start. Obviously, you know my thoughts about this already, because I've just based the whole system on it. But Thor
looks amazing.
The new trailer.
Yeah, it looks so good. Looks awesome.
First of all, did you see the poster?
No.
The poster is absolutely spectacular. It's this 80s disco Jack Kirby-esque.
Oh, excellent.
Explosion of characters and colours, and it just looks amazing. Nice. We're going to get it for the tiny room.
We definitely should.
Yeah, we need
There's a big blank wall up there.
We need some posters in here.
There's a big blank wall up there. Yeah, no, they just dived headfirst into 80s. They were just like, yeah, 80s. It's
the whole thing, it just
looks so good,
doesn't it?
The team, the team. I got it right. I wasn't mispronouncing. The team that he puts together, the banter. The banter. I love. Do you remember the weird series of kind of viral skits they did for when Thor 2 was coming out, where he moved in with some guy called Dave in Australia?
No, that's for this.
Did you? That's for this.
Yeah.
I love that they have just taken this and made it Thor's character throughout the thing. Like, there's no more serious Thor. There's no more braggy Thor. It's just the big frat dude with a hammer. The frat dude with a heart of gold.
Because they were directed by, and as you know, one of my things is getting the names of directors wrong. But they were directed by Taika Waititi, the director of Ragnarok. I think that's his name.
He must be a Pacific Islander.
He's New Zealander.
New Zealander.
He did Hunt for the Wilder People.
Oh, which is awesome.
Yeah. So
okay, that's where that tone is coming from.
Yeah, exactly.
And What We Do in the Night as well.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
They gave Thor to him.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Isn't it?
This is why I really like to look at this film.
It's just...
That's a big deal. Like, that's a huge jump.
Isn't it?
From, like, Hunt for the Wilder People, which is a legitimately awesome movie.
Great movie.
But, like, big jump to, like, flagship Marvel thing.
You know, everything about this looks expensive.
It does.
They've given him a lot of money.
Kate Blanchett.
Or is it Blanchett or Blanchett?
Blanchett. Let's call her Kate.
Kate, yeah. So, they've given him a lot of money. Because this thing, I mean...
It's a spectacle.
It is a bloody spectacle. And maybe it's not as expensive as it looks, because maybe just the production design is so unique.
Yeah, it is very... Like, it's completely Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, it's wholesale just
I don't
shifted,
think it is.
But they pushed it even more 80s.
Yeah, it's more.
It's so 80s.
Like, Guardians of the Galaxy had that used grim and grittiness.
Yeah.
This kind of Star Wars.
This is, like, big. But, like, they even reference it in the trailer where it's like, where are we? And he's just like, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Anything about it that makes you apprehensive?
Loki is
Loki.
back. I'm a big fan of Loki, but it's no longer entertaining for me to see him pop up randomly in a Marvel movie where it's like, oh, Loki's back. It's just like,
I trust Taika.
Looks kind of buff though. Loki looks kind of buff in this.
Well, the thing about what's his name?
Tom Hiddleston. He
auditioned for Thor. Remember?
Oh.
So he's not an unbuff man. He
clearly can. No, he looks quite big in this one.
He can buff.
I'm flexing my arms. You can't see that. But
every time Ben says big, he throws a little pose.
Just throwing a pose.
But the characters, the bloody... Oh, no, hold on. Apprehensiveness. I'm worried a tiny bit about the banter.
Talking Hulk.
Is it gonna be good? That was the only bit of the whole trailer.
Talking Hulk is a bit
that worried me a little bit. And you know, okay, the Hulk like raging fire, or like burning embers,
smoldering embers. Smoldering embers.
That banter left me a bit cold. The banter between. Yeah, go on.
Generally speaking, the strange pose of the two of them sitting at the side of a bed together was just kind of like, what?
The banter between Banner and Thor was sublime.
Yeah,
we had a fight.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
No, that's quite usual.
We had a fight. Who won? I did. Easily. Brilliant.
That doesn't sound right. No, it definitely happened.
And then quite the reveal as well.
Hang on. Why is my brain...
The big bad.
Oh, yeah, the big old Fenrir.
Fenrir, yeah. But also Surtur.
Oh, yeah, Surtur at the end where Hulk is throwing himself in. Like, it's full Ragnarok.
Yeah.
It's Ragnarok time. And it looks like Hulk's taking on both of those heavy hitters. He's taking on Surtur and he's taking on
There's
Fenrir.
A lot of Hulk in this trailer.
There's a lot of Hulk in this trailer. I think what happened was Mark Ruffalo was like, hey, when do I get my movie? And they were like, oh, we don't really have time to put your movie in the schedule.
No, it's not that, Benjamin.
It's not that?
It's we don't have legality.
Oh, because The Incredible Hulk is still owned by...
Paramount.
For God's sake.
Not the character, but the
rights
distribution
to the-
rights
yeah.
to solo films.
So they're not messing with that.
Yeah.
Obviously, Paramount is not as amenable as Sony is to
Money.
distribution deals or money.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Although, do you remember the whole thing about Venom from last week?
Yeah, what's...
Where Sony were saying Venom will take place in the Marvel Universe, but there'll be no crossover. And Kevin Feige was sitting beside the woman who made this announcement, and he kind of looked at her like, "What?
Where did that come from?"
Yeah.
It's like, what do you-
So let's for you then. How many Chris's worth of excitement?
4 Hemsworths
What's out of 5?
out of 5.
Oh, it's 5 for me.
4 out of 5. I understand.
This
I
is my
understand.
most anticipated film of the year.
It is going to be probably the best film of the Marvel roster for the year.
But
When is it? August?
November.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it's only this is only the first trailer.
This is the second trailer.
I think the first one was officially a teaser.
It's quite a long
And
teaser.
this is, yeah, it was.
Okay, it's a stretched out
So this
teaser.
is the first official. Well, it might be trailer 2. I don't.
I
know.
am very much looking forward to it though. Even the little monologue was like, I lost my hammer yesterday, so that's still pretty fresh.
I know.
I just thought it was really funny.
It's just
Yeah.
I would give it five hems worth of excitement, but 1 Ben Affleck of what's the word I'm looking for? 1 Ben Affleck of
Too much about
no. What does Ben Affleck represent? I'm so tired.
apprehension.
Apprehension. So 5
It's an
Chris's.
affliction.
5 Chris's of excitement, 1 Affleck of apprehension,
I don't know
and
we can
0.
mix systems like that.
No, that's what we're doing.
Oh, okay, we're blending
It's
systems.
a
Okay,
triangle.
I have 0 Renners.
0 Renners.
0 Renners.
Yeah, I'm
I'm really super amped for this. It worked. The trailer made me very schoolgirly.
What would reticence? No, that means you're not. What would be a word that starts with R that means not that interested? Regret? No, not regret. Should have thought of this before we started recording. This is not.
Redundant.
No, this is not good podcast material.
Reboard.
5 Renner, 0 reboard Renners. Okay,
Okay.
let's move on. That was
Moving on from there.
Wonder Woman 2. See what I did?
I see what you did there, because I was actually going to draw that immediately. I was like, can you tell that Wonder Woman was the most successful film that DC has ever put out? Can you
Yeah.
tell?
Oh, bloody
Yes, I can, because the whole scene is Dark Knight meets Wonder Woman for the first part of that trailer.
There's a lot more Wonder Woman than...
Affleck's taking a back seat.
Yeah. I heard he quite likes that. Like the back of a Volkswagen. Never mind. Affleck is not in it a lot.
He's not.
And they're going to justify it by saying he withdraws from public life after the death of Superman, I imagine. But nah.
A lot more Jeremy Irons than Ben Affleck in there too.
There's more Jeremy Irons.
There's more
than Ben
Jeremy
Affleck.
Irons than Ben Affleck. More witty banter.
But it is really, really obvious that Wonder Woman was a massive success, and they really want Justice League to sell on the back of Wonder Woman now.
And I think it's going to, based on that. Very interesting, like, change in tone from the first trailer as well. Everything's a little bit brighter, a little bit more amped up. Somebody's been going to the Marvel school of
Having said that,
trailer
though,
editing.
it looks like it's going to go down the problem with the Avengers movies route. That there's going to be a bad guy with a horde of things.
But it's just the Chitauri all over again. Like,
And the Ultron robots.
guess who Joss Whedon replaced?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then, if you look at some of the scenes, like there's a scene where the parademons are the
Darkseid's forces.
Yeah, although it's not Darkseid, it's Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf is the lieutenant, but I think it's...
Lieutenant and uncle.
Is he the uncle of
He's
Darkseid?
Darkseid's uncle.
1960s DC. Oh yeah.
Kirby, wasn't it?
Kirby. New Gods are all Kirby. He flagshipped that whole thing, wrote them, created them.
So we talked about Kirby before. You know who Kirby. If you're listening to this, you know who Kirby is.
Yeah, if you've made it this far into our work, then yes, you know who it is.
So yeah, what were we saying? Yes, the parademons are chasing the bat wagon. That's not what it's called. The Batmobile. The Batwagon would be what it was called if English was a little more Germanic.
The Batwagen.
The Batwagen.
Und the para...
Was ist das
Damn
Wort
it.
for bat in Deutsch? Fledermaus?
Fledermaus.
Is
the
it?
Fledermauswagen.
Fledermauswagen. Less appealing.
Quickly,
Batmobile.
Robin.
Quick Fledermauswagen.
Quickly rotten bird. No, just stop.
Very sorry to any German listeners.
Yeah, sorry about
we
that.
think much more of you than that.
Yeah, so the parademons are chasing the Fledermauswagen.
You can't see, but every time Mick says parademons, so every time I say quite large, I flex a little bit. And every time Mick says parademon, he does a little fluttering motion at the side. So he tucks his elbows right into his chest. He shakes his hands a little bit.
With the flap flaps. The parademons are chasing the Batmobile, and it's that real DC third act, red soaked, dark.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Everything is colour corrected.
Did you might not have noticed this, because I had to watch this trailer bloody 3 times before I picked this up. On the shot of Cyborg,
Yes.
there's a voiceover from Steppenwolf, and he says, right, I had to listen 3 times to hear this, no protectors here.
Yeah, no lanterns.
No lanterns.
No Kryptonian.
No Kryptonian. This world will fall like the others.
I heard this on the first. I was so excited when I heard this. I was like, yes.
So surely no lantern and no Kryptonian mean we're getting a Green Lantern in this
Well,
movie.
you saw the bit at the end of the trailer, didn't you? The reveal.
Yeah.
But it's a half of it. It is Superman. It's Alfred, and he's like, "Oh, he said you'd turn up.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen."
Superman.
Like, yeah,
But we all
it's
know
him
Superman.
because he's not dead. Because Batman knows he's not dead,
Mm-hmm.
and because Batman knows everything. Because he is infallible Grant Morrison Batman in the DCEU, and he knows all the things.
Oh, sorry. There was one thing I wanted to say. There was a thing I wanted to say about Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
I forgot to do that before. Even though this trailer looks like Wonder Woman 2
Because it is
Justice League.
Call us and the lads.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman and the lads.
It has very clearly been filmed by a different person, because even though there's one major Wonder Woman action scene in the trailer, you get a really lingering view of her butt crack.
Was there a lad behind the camera on this?
I think there might have been. It's about a minute into the trailer. She does a spinny kick, and you see right up her butt crack.
I'm not gonna lie, like, it didn't fill me with confidence. I didn't like the stupid Flash joke with Commissioner Gordon. It was like, oh wow, they just
Disappeared.
left. That's so rude. And then he just is like, boom, and I was like,
Should we rate it then? Chris's of excitement.
2.5. I'll go 3. I am excited because of Wonder Woman, but I'm only excited because Wonder Woman was good. I don't know how I feel about Aquaman or the Flash. Aquaman seems like he's just Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Jason
With a
Momoa
trident.
around the place.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like, I have no problem with Jason Momoa. He's quite entertaining. But he just looks really kind of silly. Also, the underwater scenes are just kind of like,
I don't. Yeah,
it's a lot of CGI for me. You know how I feel about CGI.
There was a lot of CGI in that trailer.
It's not even tasteful CGI like in Ragnarok. It's like,
Even Batman standing on top of that gargoyle.
yeah, it's a lot of dark CGI because it's Zack Snyder. Not to badmouth him. We know he's not in the project anymore, but it's his vision. That's what's driving it. And he's all about the green screen.
How many Afflecks? Afflecks of that word I keep forgetting.
Gonna be 4.
4 Afflecks of apprehension.
4 Afflecks. They're gonna tank it. I'm not standing. They're doing too much. They've overstuffed.
See, I have fewer Afflecks of apprehension because I have a couple more Renners of whatever we said that was.
Renners and meh.
Renners of
Reboy Renners.
Yeah, I think the Renners are cancelling the apprehension.
I think it's just going to be a clusterfuck. I just don't see this panning out too well. And I wanted to, because I'm a much bigger DC fan.
Yes, that's true.
You
bad-mouthed Avengers and upset my friend Brian.
Yeah, sorry, Brian. I'm not sorry. But yeah, no, I don't. It just looks like they're going to try and do an awful lot. Some of those characters have been established in passing. You're missing out on a lot of characterization on Barry Allen. Barry Allen just seems like... Is he Barry Allen or is he Wally West?
He's Barry Allen. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. He's real fast.
Yeah, but he's just like... He's
fast.
Chris...
Fast and he's funny.
He's Chris Pratt in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's just that guy. He's like, I'm not even supposed to be doing this.
He's a funny guy.
Like, he says the thing, it's like, that's all great, you guys are ready to fight and die. I run really fast and push people and run away. And it's like, you run faster than the speed of light. Like, you're legitimately the powerhouse on this team.
Is he? Yeah, until Superman comes back.
But he runs faster. Even Superman doesn't run faster
We don't know
than
if
light.
this guy runs faster than light. We don't know if the movie version runs faster than light. Yeah, because if he runs faster than light, he instantly travels.
Fair enough.
Speaking of things that are probably not going to be great, Inhumans had a new trailer.
Sweet Jesus. Oh, it just looked so bad. You're right. They blew the budget on the dog.
Yeah.
They blew the whole. Do you see the hair?
The hair is
Where
cheap.
the hair gets angry, and it's like, oh.
The hair doesn't get angry. She gets angry. She controls the hair, Benjamin.
She doesn't hers. The hair got angry. It's a separate thing.
Do you think she can control her arse hair?
I mean, it stands to reason.
I mean, if I could do that, I would be one of the most powerful Inhumans.
That's why you got banned from the ring, wasn't it? Kept braiding your arse hair into
Do
a...
you want to explain to people what the ring is so that they don't think it's a weird bar? No, leave it. Forget it.
Mick occasionally beats up lads.
Let's talk about why the trailer doesn't know if it's a movie trailer or a TV trailer.
Okay, so I've decided a couple of things based on this trailer. First of all, the people who have written this series don't know how to pace things properly.
Hold on, you haven't seen the series.
It doesn't matter. I can tell from the trailer that they put the story in the wrong sequence as they go. They definitely should have had a season where Maximus and Black Bolt...
Blackagar Boltagon.
Blacknar, whatever. What's his name?
I think it's Blackagar. No, it's Black Bolt, but his full name is Blackagar Boltagon.
Very creative 1960s character naming there again. And I think what happened is they haven't developed this relationship at all. It's just like, oh, Maximus is such a dick. Yeah, everybody knows it, but ooh, surprise, he has a coup under his belt. They definitely should have had more time between the brothers, like showing the tension growing and then snapping. But we're just gone straight to, no, we need to leave the moon and invade thing. Also, there are several silly beats. If they're hiding in secret, why does your man smash one of the robots at the top of the moon on camera?
So they don't see them.
Yeah, but like it just puts his foot down on top
the robots are going to find the city.
No.
That's how you stop robots finding a secret city.
Weird human Inhumans. I think they're going with the Terrigan Mist thing that you were talking about. Where he was like, I can take you to Adelan right now. But
Maximus is a human.
Is he a human?
Or a twist.
He's got a super intellect though, isn't he? Is he not one of them?
Not in this. Yes, in the comics, yes.
In the comics.
But apparently this had been they'd revealed this long ago, but no one really noticed until this trailer. But Maximus has undergone the Terrigen Mists and come out human.
Oh.
And that's why he's kind of pissed off.
Oh, he's just a petty little bitch.
Yeah. So that's why they've cast
Black Bolt got superpowers.
Not fair. Is his name Maximus Boltagon?
It must be. They're brothers, aren't they?
Yeah. I'd be happier with Maximus than Blackagar.
I think it's going to be a shame because I think he's just going to play your man that he played in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, well, he obviously
looks very like it's just him. Yeah. I quite like that actor.
Yeah, Super Hoodie.
Yeah, Super Hoodie from Misfits. Yeah, he's awesome. Ian Rowan is quite good at what he does. Medusa looks awful.
Yeah,
like she looks like she can't.
This sounds bad, but she's a bit of a generic lady, isn't she?
She is a bit of a generic lady. This will start a war, and it's just like really American.
Yeah. Oh. Also, it just looks cheap, doesn't it?
But I don't know whether, because they keep going on about how it's amazing, because they're like, oh, we're in the IMAX, we win IMAX, and it's like, why did you go IMAX for a TV series? Why?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. It's not been done before, so it's like, ooh, groundbreaking. Does it need to be done? It's like this when you see 3D films. I hate seeing films in 3D. I think 3D is a gimmicky thing that you do with films. And it's like, ooh, look how dynamic. And it's like, yeah, just make a good film.
Oh, these talkies will never catch on.
Yeah, just make a dynamic fucking film and don't worry about your little, the jump out shot. Oh, Spider-Man just swung out of the screen a little bit. Ooh.
Here's the thing though, right? This show, remember this, right? Bear this in mind.
I shall.
This show, with that production design and those muddy grey leather costumes on everyone, living on the moon.
They're not from our culture, you see, so you have to separate them.
But they're muddy, they're grey, they're generic.
Earth tones.
Yeah. This show takes place in the same universe as Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, I really think they should just get the guy who did colour correction on Thor Ragnarok and just pay him a fuck ton of money to go over everything. Just no, because in the cinematic universe, people are definitely listening. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like there was that spate of videos where they're like, "Why are Marvel's movies so dull?" And then now we've seen the last two, which are Guardians of the Galaxy and Ragnarok, which is coming up, and they're like legitimately colourful. They're like
and Doctor Strange.
boom. Yeah, Doctor Strange was the same actually. So they're obviously listening, and it's just a shame whoever runs their TV department doesn't do the same thing.
There is a lady with a nice bottom though in leather pants.
Is it?
I don't know who she is. She goes on the bus and breaks a guy's neck.
Oh yeah, because he tries to stop her from
Yeah.
doing something.
Yeah.
So I think she probably works for Maximus.
Yeah, there's
She's
gonna
probably
be a
an
lot of-
assassin of some kind.
There's going to be a lot of problems with crossover with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well.
Catty assassins. Yeah, there's nobody noticed from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that there's a kind of mini alien invasion going on.
Let's move on anyway. Did you see...
What are you rating?
Oh yeah.
Hang on.
Oh yeah. Zero Hemsworths.
6 Renners for me.
There are only 5.
Yeah, I know.
You can't break the
I
scale
know.
after 3.
I know.
I
I can't for this one.
I know you think you're edgy.
I am actually.
Nah.
My mum doesn't even pick me up after this.
Look, two afflects of apprehension for worry that it's gonna ruin something else by its very
It's
existence.
taking something else's budget.
Yeah. Or like it's going to invalidate, if that even matters, large sections of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or ruin the
will.
possibility of...
I don't think they care about continuity though.
and then a couple of Renners, however many, doesn't matter.
5 or 6 Renners.
Right, let's go on. Infinity War!
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
what Michael and I are about to refer to is leaked footage. So if you don't agree with leaked footage, listen away now.
Listen away.
I can't say look away. They can't see it.
Cover your ears.
Cover your ears. Remove children from the room. For those of you that stuck around, kinky, nice. Infinity War trailer was leaked.
Interesting, no?
I've got more apprehension.
No, but hold on. No, what I'm saying is, interesting that it was leaked.
Oh, leaked as in air quote leaked.
Air quote leaked
Yeah.
on the 3rd day of Comic-Con.
When it was actually leaked from D23, which wasn't where it was originally aired.
Well, no, it was leaked. No, it was leaked from D23,
Yes.
but it was leaked on the 3rd day of Comic-Con. And the 3rd day of Comic-Con is traditionally the day for big trailers.
Oh.
So I'm saying, coincidence that the trailer for Infinity War leaked the day Justice League trailer was officially released?
No. There's no coincidence there. That's like, well, they got their flagship out for today. Let's put them in the dirt.
I think Marvel are being bad eggs.
I think Marvel don't really have to care.
Oh, they do though.
Marvel belong to Disney. They don't have to give a fuck.
Yeah, but they do.
Disney doesn't give a fuck.
I think they do. I think they care in the prestige sort of way.
How do you mean? Help me out.
Okay. Let's say that you were a millionaire and you went to a party.
Stop giving away my secret identity.
Let's say you were a millionaire and you went to a party
Okay.
and they asked you to pay in. Right? You could afford that €20 to pay into that party. But you are going to be pretty damn insulted that you had to do it.
Yeah.
So I think Disney are being the same. They know Infinity War is going to be a success. They don't really have to worry about
the reveal.
DC showing their Justice League trailer, but they still want to get a little.
They just want to
jab
make
in.
sure that everybody understands that Marvel is the big boy
Yeah,
and that DC is allowed to have the crumbs,
yeah.
but DC's not eating the chicken.
But you got a couple of afflects of apprehension from this.
Again, same level that I always get. A lot of characters. A lot of subplots
I
going
think
on.
142 characters
Too many characters.
is the number I've just made up.
Too many characters. You're probably not far wrong.
That's probably a better.
Like
rate,
there's a lot going on. I think the most worrying thing about that is that it kind of spoils Ragnarok. Because we see Thor. Well, okay, major spoilers here for the leak trailer, but we see Thor floating through space. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh, cool. Well, that ended well for Thor. in Ragnarok. That's cool.
No, I wouldn't say it does end well.
He's floating through espace. And yeah, I'm a little bit. It looks very big, looks very grand. The Thanos reveal was kind of cool. No other members of the Black Obsidian. What are they called?
Cull Obsidian.
No,
that's the guy's name now. Black Order.
Didn't see any.
No Nidge.
No Nidgy.
Guess that Infinity Gauntlet there, would you? Yeah.
Do that there for Sharon, would you? Please. Thank you.
So, how many Hemsworths?
4.
Yeah.
Like I was excited.
But
my Affleck's will be around 3.
Oh,
I'm very apprehensive.
That's a lot of Affleck's
It's
apprehension.
a big task.
It is.
It's a big task, and you know how I feel about the Avengers. So
I'm waiting to see the real trailer.
Yeah,
before I make a real judgment, because
that's fair.
It's messy. There's that overly enthusiastic Disney audience.
Moron.
Whoa! Captain America! He has a beard!
Went up around the red.
Sorry, everyone.
There.
If you're now deaf, you can't hear this, but I'm sorry for that. I'm pretty good on the high vocal range.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why did they all freak out when Captain America was revealed?
He's a beard!
Did you think Captain America... Yeah, that's his I've been in hiding beard. Because nothing says you don't recognize me as an American icon quite like a blonde beard. But they all freaked out. I was like... You know he's going to be there.
Yeah, you freak out and everything.
Yeah.
I think you get tickets to D23 by showing how good you are freaking out over things.
Fair enough.
They show you...
Send us your audition reel of you wetting yourself.
They show you something you've seen. They show you Scarlett Johansson with a slightly new haircut, and if you go, whoa!
She's blonde now.
She's blonde.
She's in hiding.
Oh, of course. That attractive woman doesn't look anything like that other attractive woman.
She's only an internationally renowned superhero, but sure, you know.
Yeah, like everyone knows who they are.
Quick dash, a nice and easy hair colour and a beard. Sorted.
Does she have a beard?
Yeah.
Wow.
We watched different trailers.
Let's move on. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
That's exclusive material.
What about Stranger Things? Oh, Ben's doing an apprehensive face.
I have no problem with Stranger Things.
Good.
The first season was really good.
Yeah, 8 episodes.
I think 8 episodes, scientifically accurate, given by God. Also, like nice format for a miniseries. I don't know if you agree with me on Stranger Things.
I probably don't.
But you and I,
yes.
and anyone who really enjoys this podcast has probably seen a lot of science fiction.
Yeah.
Has probably absorbed a lot of that culture over the years.
Right.
So I was not mind blown by Stranger Things in any way. But anyone that I met was like, oh, it's so amazing. And I was like, oh, this is your first introduction to mainstream good science fiction.
Right.
And that's why everybody freaked out.
Kind of horror sci-fi.
Yeah, but for me it was not a big deal. I was like, I've seen this kind of thing.
A little bit of Silent Hill.
Before, a lot of Silent Hill.
A little bit of Stephen King.
So much Stephen King. Like, they wholesale rip off Stephen King. Like, the logo at the start is taken from Stephen King books. The font was reconstructed from Stephen King books.
The Stranger Things font.
Yeah, the font was taken from one of the titles of his things. Yeah. Like, I get that America is of an age now where like the 80s are a real kind of nostalgia beat and stuff like that, and that's cool, that's fine, but it just wasn't as mind-blowing for me, so I'm not that invested in the second season. I'm not Meng.
That's really interesting.
But I'm not, like, it didn't, the little character who came back from the Upside Down, what's his name? Will couldn't give a toss.
I saw there's a lot more acting pressure on him in this one.
There is, yeah, he's got like visions.
I wondered did they consider that when they cast him for a pivotal but relatively minor role in the first one.
Can he bear that pressure? That's
what I'm saying.
Because he had a nice time. All he did was kind of have a couple of panic shots.
Yeah,
and then he got to do the tour with 11 and the other lads.
Yeah,
Toothless and
the other guy.
The other two guys.
Whatever their names were. We obviously really enjoyed
Racist in one form, because one of them is an African American young man.
It's not racist not remembering an African American's name.
Tell that to Black Lives Matter.
Jesus. That got political. You know what though? Here's what I really like. This is strange because this was one of my favourite trailers.
Okay.
I loved it. It's very 80s.
It's so 80s.
I mean, the in-between is very Silent Hill, and it's very Stephen King.
Very Silent Hill, though. Like,
Very.
nail on the head there. Like,
It's bang on Silent Hill. The instant changing backwards and forwards, and some people seeing the evil universe and some people are very Silent Hill.
is it only people who've been to the Upside Down that can now see both?
Well,
Or is
I
it?
don't know. I think because didn't Simon get the thing? Will Simon? Is Simon one of the others? No, Will and Simon is the in-betweeners.
Will and Simon is the in-betweeners.
Let's call them Will, Simon,
I
Jay,
would
and
totally
Neil.
watch Stranger Things if Will and Simon were in between us.
That would be.
Oh, Demigorgon friend! That'd be amazing.
Oh, possessed friend. Oh, slugs up your
Upside
nose.
down wanker. Amazing. Oh,
That'd be incredible.
that'd be awesome.
We've hit on an amazing idea. The main characters from the in-betweeners.
That'd be deadly.
Oh, I would watch the hell out of that. That would be an amazing twist for the next in-betweeners movie.
Yeah.
Instead of them going somewhere else on holiday.
Lance tour.
Yeah. Anyway, you know what was great about this trailer? It was like, I love the fact they're calling it Stranger Things 2. They're not calling it Stranger Things Season 2. They're calling it Stranger Things 2.
Okay.
And it every bit feels like a sequel. Not, there's Ed, right in the middle of a dramatic sequel thing.
Mm-hmm.
It every bit feels like a sequel, not just a season 2 of
An
a thing.
extension. Okay.
You know what I mean?
So it's very 80s.
No, it's a sequel.
No, but that's what I mean. As in, that's how 80s movies were made. You had like
Yes.
1, 2, and 3 all the time, and the
But it's-
films would often be very separate things.
And
That's-
they're, it's just, it doesn't, oh, look,
and that
great.
just floats your boat.
It really hit me. It really went, that looks
Okay.
good. I like that. You know what, though? Also, Thriller was in it, which was amazing.
Oh yeah, the Vincent Price parts were awesome.
You
also
know-
Halloween. Yeah.
You know what the exact opposite was? Westworld. Oh, we forgot to do the thing.
Yeah, your rating, but that was a nice segue.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I know.
sorry for ruining it.
I've ruined my segue. 4 Hemsworths, 1 Affleck,
3 Hemsworths, 2 Afflecks.
and 1 Renner.
I'm gonna have to give it a Renner.
I'm not giving any Renners.
Renner reboard.
So remember what I said there, that nice segue. Westworld.
Well, judging off your anticipation of a completely different sequel thing, you will hate the Westworld trailer then, because it is, in every sense, picking up exactly where the last one finished.
It doesn't even just pick up. It just spoils everything.
Spoils everything. Again, spoilers if you don't watch trailers or anything like that. The Man in Black is still alive.
It's fine.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Everything. It spoiled everything.
Spoiled everything.
Every cliffhanger that was left. The third Hemsworth, one of our Patreons.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
He's
Hemsworth
fine.
Patron. He's okay. He's driving around
He's
in one of
driving
the
around the
convoys.
car.
Yeah.
Everyone's fine. Might be fine. And
You see the writer is back in the room with Tandy Newton.
yeah, Tandy Newton came back and killed everyone. And
Prostitute mummy.
it's
Not a mummified prostitute. Mother was a prostitute.
maybe if Tom Cruise made that movie, it would have been successful.
Ooh, that was a garbage film.
Take that, Cruise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not even a trailer. It's just spoilers.
No, it's just this. The main overarching philosophical theme of Born Free playing in the background. I was just like, why is this?
It's one of the worst trailers I've ever seen.
No Hopkins.
Yeah.
Hopkins free.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Oh yeah. So
He was, again, spoilers, shot in the back of the head
Yeah, because now he's going
by
off
Dolores.
Odining about the place,
Yes, so is he back as Odin?
isn't he? Isn't that the plot?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what's great about the Ragnarok
I
trailer.
don't know.
They showed us so much,
And yet,
so little, so much. What a bit.
we practiced that for hours. I'm so proud.
Here was another trailer. Do you know what order I'm going in?
No,
Or are you
I'm
just-
waiting for you.
Are you on a ride here?
You're just on a magical mystery tour.
We're 40 minutes in. I don't think we're
It's
talking
fine.
about
It's
the
an
other
SD
thing today.
It's an SDCC
Day.
South Diego County Comic Con thing.
Oh no, that was nearly good.
It
Hold
was
on.
nearly good.
San Dublin. No.
that's fine.
San Dublin Council Convention.
There we go. San Dublin Council Convention it is.
Here was a trailer that was a trailer, but the Defenders.
That sounded very like Dr. Seuss. Here was a trailer that was kind of like a trailer.
Here was a trailer.
Here was a trailer that was a trailer.
But what did it trail that? The Defenders.
The Defenders.
The Defenders got 2 trailers.
Did it?
It got one trailer with Stan Lee.
Oh yeah,
you see
his
that?
little. These are heroes. Yeah.
But that one
that one annoyed me.
Well, it was just clips.
You know,
It was just a clip show with Stan Lee in a taxi.
It's just like, why'd you put Stan in the car? What'd you do that for?
But I think it was a bit Disney, wasn't it? It was a bit emotionally manipulative.
Yeah,
like,
why?
Stan Lee.
That's never been part of their marketing campaign.
No, but it's...
Why is it all of a sudden part of the marketing campaign?
Because I think there's a feeling, a subconscious societal feeling that Stan Lee's on his way out.
Ooh.
And that was a retrospective...
Well, he's not going to... Like, his poor
His wife died.
passed away.
He's 94.
Yeah, he's on his way out.
Like, 94.
Sorry, Stan.
Look, he had a good run.
He did. A lot of superheroes bearing his mark. But yeah,
But then they got a second trailer.
Yeah.
Which was better.
Yeah. Looks like... I don't know how they're going to work it. Because Jessica Jones has slept with Luke Cage.
Yeah.
I'm coming at this completely from a Sex and the City point of view. It's going to get messy. Because he's still sleeping with Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
They've slept together.
Yeah.
Matt Murdock has slept with Rosario Dawson.
What? Shall we use her character name? Claire Temple.
Is it Claire Temple?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because otherwise you're claiming that a fictional character is
She's
a real person.
She's now becoming like a metahuman expert or a vigilante expert.
No, what are they called in they're not metahumans.
They're not
DC.
mutants is usually what they go with.
Powered individuals.
Powered. Enhanced? They're enhanced.
No, they're not enhanced.
Is that the Marvel universe they're called enhanced?
The
cinematic universe is enhanced.
Enhanced individuals.
I don't know what they are on Netflix.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, it's good that it's a series. I like that it's not a movie or something where they're stuffing all these characters together, so you'll be able to see that play out a lot. You can see a lot of the tension in the trailer. Obviously Jessica and Luke Cage are not getting on. Mm-hmm. She's still a raging alcoholic by the looks of things. Shown actually at the Comic-Con that Iron Fist is getting its second season. They announced that at I was surprised.
Yeah, whole new showrunner. Because that guy took a lot of flack.
Surprising.
I like the scene where Daredevil said, "We're going to need everything, even that thing you can do with your fist."
Chi.
And then the rest of them go, "No, it isn't."
No, it's not.
That'd be ridiculous.
No, it's not.
If Iron Fist had a character coming at it from that perspective, it might have
worked a little bit better.
Yeah.
Instead of this ancient Asian Oriental vibe.
Every time he was spouting bullshit, there were people who didn't believe him, but there was no one who just casually went, "Nah, you're a dickhead."
What a dick. Like every other vegan yoga practitioner that you meet, where it's just like, "Oh, well, my body's a temple." It's like, yeah, we know.
Punch!
We know. Move along.
Looks good though.
It does. I'm excited to see Stick again.
How are you on the banter?
I think it's banter sparse. I think we see it's 4 completely different tones.
Yeah.
Like Luke Cage's righteous
indignation,
working class hero shtick isn't gonna fly with someone like Matt Murdock and Jessica Jones, because that's not what he has with her in Jessica Jones the series.
Yeah, a lot of it's kind of hang on the bad guys, isn't it?
Yeah, and we gave up. By the way, I never realised this, but it was when I was kind of looking again. They completely gave up on his bar in Luke Cage. He had a bar.
It got blown up.
I know, but like it never explained why the bar was important, because it was really significant to him in...
It was his wife's bar.
Jessica Jones. Was that explained?
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay, maybe I just missed it. Maybe I just fuzzed that out.
I think his wife wanted him to open a bar to get out of the world he was in or something.
Oh.
I think it was.
Okay.
Look, this is what happens when you binge watch things.
Yeah, you just miss it.
And Punisher.
Punisher features, yeah, he's going to pop up.
Yeah.
I really like the Punisher. I think he's one of the better... I still love that court scene from second season of Daredevil, where he's like, "I'm the Punisher."
He would be my favourite character to cross over into the movies.
That would be awesome. You imagine him and Captain America having a little spat?
Captain America kick his ass.
He would, but like it wouldn't matter because he'd keep coming up. You understand? You'd have that really cool scene where it's like, "Stay down," and he'd be like, "Can't stay down. He's gotta be punished." And you see him go nuts.
Yeah.
He might have they might do a Civil War thing where they give him like other superpowered weapons.
Nah.
You know, he has little arsenals.
No, I think it'd be better if he didn't.
Maybe the gauntlet from Spider-Man.
I think
the Shocker's gauntlet from Spider-Man gives...
Well, Captain America's already fought that. Because that was Crossbone's gauntlet.
It was.
Yeah.
You're
So
absolutely
that would
right.
be his third time. I think that might be a bit too
He's
far.
got this. He's got this. Anyway, Sigourney Weaver, good old safety, first lady of science fiction. Just stick Sigourney in, everyone will be happy.
Everything will be fine.
Playing the same character she plays in everything now. Bad guy, cold, domineering bad guy.
Yeah.
Do her and Mrs. Gao have a little bit of a competition?
It looks like another one of these, another strain of the hand, another finger of the hand things.
Oh, we're going to have an issue.
Yeah, I think.
I also think that Kingpin is going to feature again.
You think so?
Oh, I think he'll be brought back.
Only
he
8
should
episodes.
He should be brought back, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's great.
Wouldn't it be great if he came back in the Spider-Man movie?
Finally have him in Spider-Man, that would be good, wouldn't it?
And Spider-Man versus... Like, there's a lot of...
Are they ever going to do that, though? Are they ever going to risk full crossover?
I mean, it's Vincent D'Onofrio as well.
I know he's big. Like, I'm not...
Like, he's a real actor.
No, he could do it.
That's
not what I'm saying. But are Netflix and Marvel ever going to
Sort that shit out.
take the risk? Because they won't even reference each other. They reference the event every... You know...
And Thor. They always reference Thor.
Thor can't travel that easily between
with
the
the
two.
hammer.
Like,
The man
it's
with
the
the
wrong
hammer.
one. Stark. Reference Stark a lot. He spends all his time in New York.
Yeah, but Robert Downey Jr. is expensive.
You can still say Iron Man. You don't have to see him.
But imagine a Spider-Man movie where Spider-Man is trying to take down a Kingpin scheme, and you have the problem of a 16-year-old
Going up against this guy.
Yeah, and genuinely not understanding what's going on, because you already found the Vultures thing too complex.
Yeah, he couldn't figure that out at all.
Yeah, so it would be...
It's moral grey area stuff like that.
It would be a real interesting mix.
Yeah.
And then you could punch him.
Then he can punch him. It won't work like it does in the comics, though. Because in the comics, it's usually shown that Wilson Fisk is quite strong.
Yeah,
But it definitely won't work that way in this.
Even then, like, he's quite strong, but he shouldn't be able to fight Spider-Man.
That's the thing, though. You were looking at this stuff again. Like, I remember in the Civil War one, you saw Spider-Man stop Bucky's robotic arm.
Yeah.
Like, no bother. And then he
It's
struggled
so
with it against the Vulture, and I was just like, oh, what?
But
What's
no,
the scale?
no, that was great.
Why?
Because he never managed to lay a hand on the Vulture.
That's true.
That was what was great about Vulture. Remember in Spider-Man 2, he gets the Dr. Octopus arms,
Yeah.
and he's fighting, and Spider-Man punches Alfred Molina in the face.
And
like
that would be the end.
Yeah, a pudgy 50-year-old man. It doesn't do anything to protect his face
Yeah,
bones.
it'd just shatter his face.
He'd just kill him. He'd just kill him if he punched him once. So, and that's the whole reason that Dr. Octopus works as a Spider-Man villain, because he
can
has
keep
the
him at
metal
arms,
arms and he can
yeah.
keep him at range. And the Vulture, the character, comic character,
Did the same thing.
but no, the comic character doesn't. The comic character, they explain it away with a certain amount of extra strength and resilience.
He's immortal as well, isn't he?
He steals life force,
That's yeah.
and he gets a certain amount of
Thank
super
God that
strength.
didn't pop up and
Yeah. So
nice.
in a lot of ways, the Vulture that they did here was how it would have been a good way to handle
Dr.
Dr.
Octopus.
Octopus. That
Well, it still
let's
might
say
be.
adamantium arms, and Spider-Man just can't get near him.
Yeah, so that's what makes it so difficult.
That was what was really great, and like he kept catching him in awkward ways. Like he clamped on with that claw onto the back of his suit.
Yeah.
And you saw Spider-Man trying to get it, and he couldn't.
He couldn't actually fidget with the claw.
Yeah.
Big old claw.
Yeah, and the claw, the massive grappling claw. Fair enough, that could probably.
Very functional weapon.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great way to handle a villain.
Anyway, moving back to trailer roundup. We got
What are
anything
we
else?
talking about? What are we talking about? Oh, by the way, Stranger Things season 2, 10 episodes.
Oh.
Yeah, god damn it.
But-
No, I'm wrong. Sorry, no, forget I said that.
Oh.
Forget I said that, Tate. Where are we?
Okay.
We did Defenders, right? Captain Marvel.
We haven't reviewed Defenders. We haven't
Oh yeah,
Hemsworth.
Defenders. Okay. 3 Hemsworths, 1 Affleck, 1 Renner.
4 Hemsworths, 2 Afflecks, 1 Renner.
That's fair.
Which is I'm kind of sad. I didn't want a Renner at all.
Yeah, but Iron Fist is.
I'm only really interested in seeing Daredevil and
Jessica Jones.
They're the 2 that I cared about when it came out. And like, don't get me wrong, Luke Cage is just fine. Didn't interest me that much.
Mm-hmm.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Not really written with my demographic in mind.
No.
Very American, very African American, very Harlem. I'm not American. I'm not African American nor African Irish. And I'm awfully white.
Now you know how Harlem people feel when they watch Daredevil.
Yeah, I guess. Just pure Boston kind of
Well, not
Irish
Boston.
American. Yeah.
Anyway, what were we saying?
Fair.
Captain Marvel. See that?
I didn't see the trailer. Was there a
No,
trailer?
no trailer. First image.
First image. Yeah, she looked good.
Did you see
Set
it?
in the 80s. It's set pre-Iron Man.
Is
That's
it?
what really interests me about this. Yeah, they
No.
announced this.
No, they didn't.
It's set... Yes, they did. This is set
This is
in
news to me.
the late 80s, early 90s. This is pre-Iron Man.
Oh, that's why Nick Fury's going to have two eyes.
It's pre-Iron Man.
So how are they going to bring her?
I don't know.
Is she going to not age?
I don't think she does
'Cause
as
of her
Captain
powers?
Marvel. Yeah, I don't think she ages. But isn't that interesting?
Oh.
It's going to be pre... And you know who the villains are?
Oh.
You know who the villains are?
That was a bad sentence. No. Oh, the Skrulls! Skrulls!
80s gems!
Who knew?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really interesting thing because the Skrulls are traditionally part of the Fantastic Four
Four.
universe, and everyone thought that Fox had the right to the Skrulls. So maybe a deal has been done. The Skrulls and Captain Marvel could be the first step. Quiet, Ed!
The cat's outside again. You want it? We see.
Yeah,
Last couple of minutes of the podcast.
Come on in, Ed.
Come on, Ed.
Come on in. The listeners want to meet you.
It's totally okay.
No, he's run off. He's
God,
radio shy.
he's such a podcast tease. Such a podcast tease.
Yeah. What was I saying?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Skrulls, 80s,
Skrulls.
traditionally
Traditionally,
brokered deal.
Fox could be the first step in Fantastic Four coming back.
Well, Doom
to
is to get a
Marvel.
solo movie.
Doom
Is to get a solo movie
from Fox.
from Fox.
For Fox's sake.
For Fox's sake.
For Fox's sake, just give it back to Marvel.
Yeah, but I haven't seen enough of Captain Marvel to give it a rating, so I'm not gonna.
I had only seen the first.
I haven't seen enough. Oh, but a little bit of bonus news for you.
Oh.
Next Ant-Man,
Oh,
Hank Pym's wife.
I know, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Everybody's favourite Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer.
And probably they'll do some de-aging scenes.
Oh, they'd have to, wouldn't they? So it'll be Prime Michelle.
Prime Pfeiffer.
On that creepy note,
Yeah, let's move on.
how about we apply your Hemsworth system to the overall Comic-Con?
No, we're not done yet.
Oh,
Hold
we're
on.
not done yet?
Let's do a wrap up of some small
I was
things.
ready for the wrap.
No, we'll do a very small wrap up of
so
some small
prepped
things.
for the wrap.
I'm just going to throw things at you, and you give me a little thought on each of them.
Okay.
Just a tiny little wrap up.
Sure.
Right, let's go. Let's go from here. Let's go. Pacific Rim 2.
Well, I think you know how I feel about giant mech robots versus kaiju.
I don't actually.
I think they're garbage. I think they're awful films.
But they have John Boyega.
Yeah, taking over for Charlie Hunnam because John Boyega is the hot topic at the moment.
Yeah.
No, good for him. He's a good actor. That's not what I mean. But he's in all the sci-fi stuff because he's in Star Wars.
Yeah. I'm still surprised it exists.
I can't believe they got a sequel.
Yeah, it's weird.
Ron Perlman is dead in the original.
No, he's back. He crawls out at the end.
Ouch!
Post-credit scene. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Next.
Star Trek Discovery.
Boo! Who gives a flying fuck?
You know, I've written down here, who is it for? Which is basically what you've just said there.
I don't know who it's for.
It's not for Star Trek fans.
Completely tone deaf compared to the usual Star Trek thing. Obviously, I think it might be a throwback to the one with the female captain. What was that called? Voyager. I think it's a hark back to Voyager because it's been very... No, not in tone. It's completely different in tone. Is it after or before?
Don't know.
Is it the early
Couldn't
days
tell.
of Enterprise or
Couldn't
the late
tell.
days?
I couldn't tell. I was so confused.
It's a very confusing trailer.
There's a lot of running and jumping
There's a
and
lot
leaping.
of acrobatics. Like, they're really going from the J.J. Abrams
Yeah.
Star Trek as opposed to...
Well, that's who it's for.
I don't think the J.J. Abrams Star Trek... First of all, not a fan of Star Trek. So, we just get that out of the way. But I think the two franchises, I think you could split it in two. You have the original television Star Trek, and you have these weird movies that J.J. Abrams has created. They're both completely different. They share nothing except for a name.
And Leonard Nimoy.
And Leonard Nimoy, who's not going to be shared anymore because he's dead now. Yeah, just like really weird. No, very confusing. A lot of running, jumping, renegade Star Trek stuff. Blah blah blah. Meh.
Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow,
Didn't see
Black
it.
Lightning.
Don't care.
Yeah, okay.
Black
see.
Lightning looks terrible.
I don't know if that's what it's called.
It is. I think
It
it's
is,
called
yeah.
Black Lightning. It's awful.
Yeah, it's dramatic music playing over attractive people.
Don't care.
Yeah, who cares? Okay, moving on. The Gifted.
Didn't see it.
Yeah, it looks shit.
Does it?
Yeah,
It's not Legion.
it's not Legion.
Fuck's sake.
We'll talk about Legion next week,
We will. Legion next week.
or maybe something else.
Or maybe something else.
I think that's it. That's it. We did
That's
it.
it. We wrapped it up.
We got
so
through
we need to
this.
Hemsworth the system on the last part. Overall Comic-Con news. Nerd Christmas.
Nerd Christmas. For me, 4 Hemsworths.
4 Hemsworths.
Mostly Thor, Infinity War, little bit of Wonder of Justice League, Stranger
Woman
Things.
2.
Wonder Woman 2, that was a good bit, wasn't it? When I called it that.
nice bit. It was
I
tidy.
hope I'm the first person to do that. Thor, no. Thor, Infinity War, Stranger Things, and a little bit of Wonder Woman 2. They were my highlights. 3 Sad Afflecks, Justice League, Hulk banter, and overcrowding of Infinity War, and 4 Renners, Inhumans. The wind being taken out of the sails of the Defenders' momentum by Iron Fist.
Iron Fist. Oh god damn.
Yeah, the whole CW thing, I've lost interest completely. And my surprise at the existence of Pacific Ring too. And I know that's not what it's called, but that's what I'm calling it.
Fair enough. For me, it's 3 Hemsworths, 3 Afflecks, a fair stack of Renners in there somewhere. The one I'm really looking forward to is Inhumans. Okay, it's going to be amazing.
Wait, hold on. If you're still listening for some weird reason, do the rating system. Copy paste a little Renner face.
Yeah, let us know. Just write Renner. Just write Renners. Don't waste your time looking for his face.
So just a generic man.
Let us know what you thought of any of the trailers. If you do like to engage with us, if you don't like to engage with us, fuck you. Moving on from there.
Okay, bye.
Bye.